Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Colorful Conversation. I hope everyone is having an amazing start to their day. It's only 10 a.m., so most of us are just getting started. Good morning, Cass. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi, Kim. So I wanted to start today with saying thank you to all of the people on my email list. I'm starting to get in the habit of getting more in touch with everyone and sending out a weekly email. So I hope that it's not too much. I hope that you guys will not unsubscribe. I like to stay in touch. I like to provide as much value and education as possible. So this week I sent out an email about my experience with in my own life with pricing and setting boundaries and not discounting and charging my worth. And the amount of wonderful feedback that I got was more than I've gotten on any single email I've ever sent. So thank you for that. And if you are my coffee chat family and you are not on my email list, I would love to have you join. As soon as this chat is over, I will put the link in the heading of this video. Come back and click on that link to join my email list. You can also jump in by going to my website, expertcolorsolutions.com, and there should be a box that pops up that says you want to keep in touch, and you get a top 10 tips for standing out as a successful colorist, and then you'll get a series of welcome emails and different trainings, most popular coffee chats, and so forth. So if you're not on the list, please join. This email got so much, I think it hit people at the core, because we're all guilty of feeling compelled to give a lot of discounts to family, friends, friend of a friend. We can go on and on. I think we are the only industry that suffers with this problem. I don't think I know a single doctor or gynecologist that worries about family coming and expecting free checkups. So I'm not going to talk about that in this coffee chat, but I wanted to thank everyone for taking the time to respond and giving me such positive feedback. It really makes me feel good and makes me feel like I'm making a difference. So thank you. The next thing is today's chat topic. I want to shout out to Casey Critchfield. Casey has been an active coffee chat listener. And the beauty of Casey is she's not even a hairdresser. Her daughter is in beauty school, and Casey is on almost every coffee chat. If she's not on live, she catches the replay. We've been in touch since I've started this journey of full-time education, and she is so engaged in everything that I offer. She's so excited for her daughter to start out in this industry on the right foot. So mad props to Casey. She reached out to me and said, hey, I'm not sure if you're ever looking for feedback on topics for your coffee chat, but I know in the past you've done like an Oprah's favorite things type thing on your chat. Would you want to do that again? And I was like, great idea, let's do it. So today's topic is 10 things that I love using that, there's a million trillion different brands and different ways of doing things, but consistently, I would say over the last few years, these are my staple of things that I would be hard pressed to live without. Could I live without them? I'm sure I could, but I choose not to. Nothing is super expensive. It's all really affordable and just something you might want to try out. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. Casey asked me, what are your favorite things? And I just thought about it, and here we go. So the first one that came to mind is Malibu Blondes. If you follow me, you know that I always talk about this weird urine yellow that my hair turns from hard water. There's only 2 states in the entire country that do not have hard water, and I do not live in either one of them. So I get my hair done when I go home to PA to visit my daughter's salon because I don't trust everybody with my color. So I just had my hair done at the end of September. And if I don't stay on top of it with the hard water, it turns this dingy, yellowy, just weird color that I really dislike. So because it's fall everywhere else but here, I'm in Florida, it's still summer all the time, but With fall, you have a lot of people coming back from vacation, from beach vacations where they may not have been religious about shampooing their hair every night after they've been in the pool or the ocean, and they start to get a funky buildup. So this little packet, I want to say, I just bought this at the beauty supply. I think it was $1.40. So for $1.40, it's powder inside. You get in the shower. Clients can do it themselves at home. It doesn't have to be done in the salon. I do it myself at home. Wet the hair really well. You put this powder, shake it all over your hair, and kind of smush it into like a pasty kind of thing. And you'll smell that wet penny smell of minerals coming off of your hair. And when you step out of the shower, you're brighter blonde. You feel like you just got a brand new highlight. Your hair feels amazing. Very simple, very inexpensive. So this is Malibu Blondes. There's also the hard water treatment, which I've used on myself. There's so many other Malibu products. If you go to the Malibu website, there's a course you can take that's free that you'll learn about all of the Malibu products. So this stuff is the bomb diggity for your blondes. Recommend it to your blondes. Use it yourself if you're blonde. And that's number one. Let me see what order. And really, there's no order, but I just, you know how ADD I am, so I want to stay on track. Number two, while we're on the topic of hair treatments, it's very rare that I've used a treatment in the salon that I can see and feel measurable results immediately. You know, we talked about with clients what they need, moisture, protein, yada, yada, but they leave the salon. We don't see the progress. We don't see what they're using on their hair. 9 out of 10 clients will step into the shower. Everybody's in a rush, right? So they get in the shower, they turn their water on, they put their head underneath, they soak their hair, they grab shampoo that's not always color safe or wonderful. It's whatever they can get their hands on, and they put way too much in their hand. They shampoo their hair, they rinse it, the hair's soaking wet, and then they take, you know, a very lightweight everyday conditioner, put it in their hand, slap it all over their head, and rinse it. And they call that conditioning. Think about it. When hair is soaking wet, all you're going to get to is that top layer at best. So all you're doing when you condition your hair that way is detangling. You're not getting any type of treatment because all that water is sitting on top, preventing anything you put over top of it from entering into the hair. So I always tell my clients, you know, I have fine hair. Anytime I condition my hair in the shower, I end up having to wash my hair again the next day because my hair gets too heavy and greasy. My bangs separate and get that weirdness, which we're going to talk about another product for that. And I just look like I need to rewash my hair. So I do not condition my hair every single time I shampoo it in the shower. What I do instead is every time I have my regrowth retouched or any type of color service, I make sure that the girls in my former salon use a Loreal Power Mix on me. These are customized. This is the base. The white bottle is the base. And this is the basic color radiance one. This is great for after any color service. So you like squeeze the thing up into the lid. It measures it perfectly. You combine these two in a bowl. It's the Serie Expert line from Loreal. Honestly, what I did one year, and I highly recommend this to you, a lot of people get really slow in January, and we know the trends and we know they're coming, and we still let ourselves get slow in January. It's a weird phenomenon that I'll never understand. So instead of waiting until January comes and complaining, I started basing my holiday gift for my clients on being proactive about getting more people in January. So one year we just had them printed on little cards very inexpensively. You can do it on your own computer and cut them if you want. We had them printed, and we handed them to each client when they left at their holiday visit saying, "Happy holidays, Luxe Color Lounge would like to treat you to a deep color conditioning treatment to, you know, help your color last longer, seal your cuticle." We described all the benefits in the card, and we said, bring this to your January visit and receive this free $25 treatment. Not only did the clients love that they were getting a $25 gift, every single one of them, because it's such a noticeable difference in their hair immediately, they notice when it's time to get their hair done again, they notice that their hair feels different and that special treatment made it feel that way. And every one of them, I've never had anything happen like that, said at the next visit, can you do that special thing that you did for my holiday gift? Can I get that again? And they were happy to pay for it. So by the end of the year, not only did we make up that free $25 that we gave to them, we created a habit that every single month, her $80 retouch becomes $105 every month because she loved the treatment. And I feel good selling it to her because I'm not being a snake oil salesman saying, oh, you need this special thing. And it's just detangling her hair the day of and washing out. So awesome treatments. I'm really loving those. We've been using them for years. And anytime I try anything else, I always come back to that. I go crazy, as you probably know, when people are talking about hairline stains after color. It makes me insane because if you follow me or you've taken any of my classes, I show you a simple method of using a dry thumb, dry. Don't turn the water on at all. Take the client to the sink, sit them back, take your dry thumb, do circles. Say the retouch is on my regrowth. You want to do a circle, taking some of the color from here and actually rubbing it in circles around their hairline, making a bigger mess initially, and then take a dry towel, wipe all the excess off, then turn the sink on, rinse, keep doing the circles with your fingers, rinse it until the water is completely clear and there's no color left on the scalp, then apply your shampoo. I personally, this is my favorite stain remover, but when I work in the salon, I moved here to Florida in January. Now, I'm not in the salon every day. I'm doing models and it's not all the time. So disclaimer there. But this same package of color wipes has been with me since January. It is now October. So that's how little I have stains on the forehead. But we all have that client that's a wiggler, a mover, a glasses on and offer. And she's got it on her cheek. She's got it on her neck. She's got it on the back of her neck here. She keeps turning her head and her hair's flopping all over. You can't help that. So if it's been sitting, the entire 30-minute processing time and it's sitting on her neck, it's going to be hard to get the circle thing to work because there's no wet color on there. So these wipes I discovered years ago. I taught at a hair show in California and someone approached me and said, try my wipes. I've been using them ever since. They're called Erban, E-R-B-A-N. There's a phone number on here. I'll also add that. Actually, the phone number is not on here. I will figure out where I get these and add that to the notes on this coffee chat as well. So Erban Hair Color Removing Wipes. And they're just like those little Lysol wipes. They pop up. They're pre-cut. They look like this. And after, I don't do this instead of my dry circles. After I do all my dry circles, if there's any residue after the shampoo, I will take this and go around and touch them up. Sometimes clients get color like up here in this little lip of their ear. We miss that. So I rub up here, behind their ears, on their neck, all the way around their forehead. They're awesome. So Erban Hair Color Removing Wipes. What's next? Oh, so I am a firm believer in measuring color. I do not believe in a little this, a little that, squeeze, squirt, guess, because what happens is down the road, banding starts to occur because you thought that you squeeze. It's like a recipe where you just pinch of this, dash of that, and then the cookies don't turn out as well because you didn't measure anything. I am a firm believer in measuring. And then people will say to me, well, my salon doesn't have a scale. The scales are not expensive, so no excuse. And if your salon doesn't have a scale, I highly recommend getting one of these. This is portable. It can fit in your purse. It is not expensive. I believe it was $7 on Amazon. And just type in, pocket scale or portable scale, whatever it is. This is a little mini version. It's adorable. It has the tear mode on there where you can do ounces or grams. So both ways, no matter how you measure your color. So I always recommend developer first. Put the developer in first, hit the tear button. It brings it back to 0. If you put your bowl on the scale, it's going to measure the weight of the bowl. So you put your bowl on, then you hit your tear button, take it back to 0. Put your developer in, hit your tear button, put your color in, you keep hitting that tear button to take it back to 0. Highly recommend getting one or more of these. You can put it right at your station. It doesn't take up a lot of room. When I do models, I have to travel. So this goes in my kit, and it's not heavy. It's not bulky. It's adorable. This was a gift from Trisha, who's in one of my online classes, who's a good friend. I did a class at her salon, and she had them, and I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. And she sent them to me. So I have 2 of these now. So no excuse, measure your color. You will save money at the end of the year because you won't waste a lot of unnecessary color, and you will not have banding because you will have an exact measurement every single time. I do, if you follow me and you're in any of my classes, you know about my bullshit balayage technique. That's like the best thing to ever come along since sliced bread for me. I learned it from Tracy Cunningham. It has saved me so much time and aggravation in the salon when I'm looking for that balayage, beachy Victoria's Secret look, and I want the heavy pops of color down here, but I don't want to stress out about balayage and not getting enough lift and having to keep them, you know, the color on for like an hour for it to get as light as I want. I'm able to use foil, but mimic the look of balayage. But along with bullshit balayage comes a lot of teasing and tangles. So people get a little overzealous with the teasing, and then they're spending an hour trying to brush out the tease at the sink. So 2 things, 2 keys to this. Number 1 is, again, before you even turn on the water of the sink, you want to use, it does not have to be this brand. This happens to be my personal favorite, the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In. I like the light because I'm usually glazing afterwards. So I don't want a heavy coating of anything on the hair before I glaze, but I need the slipability of getting those tangles out. So the key is while they're in your styling chair where you put the color on, not the shampoo bowl, going through and squirting all the teased areas that are, it's dry hair because they don't have any color on there. So spraying the teased areas with a leave-in something. It doesn't have to be It's a 10, but this is my go-to, either the regular formula or the light, and spraying it on those teased areas. And then when they get to the sink, pull the foils out and rinse just the parts that have lightener on them first. Go through and rinse off all the parts that had actual color on them. Shampoo the ends of the hair first. Do all that first. Then put your conditioner on the teased areas, and then shampoo, and the tease slides right out. So that's a great tip. And this is great to send your clients home with. This is a great heat protectant. It's weightless, it adds shine, it's humidity resistant, color protector, prevents split ends, eliminates frizz, and a thermal protector is the biggest thing because people are crazy with their flat irons and their curling irons, and this will protect them from singeing your beautiful color off. So that's another tip. And while we're on the subject of bullshit balayage, my other favorite is this fun comb. This is from Pink Pewter. It is not inexpensive for a comb. But it was designed both for like an updo, like this is for you to put your hand in to hold it. If you're doing something else, you have your tail on the end of it. And these teeth are really good for loose teasing. Some of your teasing combs will tease to the point where you're doing a pageant updo that you want to stay in through hurricane force winds. You don't need that in bullshit balayage. You just want to push back some of the hair away from the ends to tip it out and make it really fine on the ends. So like 3 pushes with this Pink Pewter comb is enough. They were selling these at Salon Centric, but last time I was there, they didn't have any. So I'm not sure if they have them, but Pink Pewter has a website, and I like the pink one because I'm sick of everything being black, but it comes in black and pink. So Pink Pewter teasing comb. And if you're one of those people that likes to do like the teasing method and then leave the comb in there to keep you from going over the teased areas, that's something that I've seen people do where they leave the comb in there to keep them from going up past the teased area because we're so, why did I do that to my hair? We're so conditioned to going all the way up to the root all the time that we kind of want to go up where we shouldn't be going. So that is Pink Pewter. What else? Oh, towels. A lot of people ask, What towel do you use? And I've seen towels run the gamut. You know, people will buy towels at Target, they'll buy them at the dollar store, they'll buy them at the beauty supply. I owned a salon for 30 years, so I've bought a lot of towels. And the ones that last the longest, that I've been the most pleased with, are these. These match my color scheme of my salon. I have all gray, black, and shades of light gray and white. So this color is great. These are used, I'm a colorist, so I do nothing but color. And you will not find a single bleach stain on my towels ever. These are bleach proof. They don't get faded. Like, look how nice and brand new these look. And these are not new. These have been used for over a year and have no stains and no rips, no tears. This is, I forget the size. I have it saved. I like a specific size and I like them folded a certain way. I'm a little anal, but I get my towels from Towel Hub, towelhub.com. They have every color, every size. Make sure you get the bleach proof if you do a lot of color. There's nothing worse than a client sitting in your chair wanting to have a luxurious experience and you put this ratty, ripped, bleach stained towel around their neck. It like just sets the tone right away that you're not professional and you don't care about the details. So set yourself up for success by buying towels that don't get stained so that you don't have to worry about constantly replacing them. A lot of people are in suites that don't have washers and dryers, so they use a towel service, and most of the towel services don't offer anything but white, and they're those really thin towels that are rough on your skin. I'm just not a fan. I love these towels from Towel Hub. So they're affordable, they're bleach proof, they're the perfect size. I talked earlier about the separated sweaty bang thing. Now that I'm in menopause, I have this like side swept bang, and you'll see me on different coffee chats. I'm constantly either playing with this or annoyed that it's separating. And I do not wash my hair every day. I try to get as many days in between as possible, especially because I am in Florida, and washing, curling, blow drying my hair, and walking outside and becoming Monica from Friends, it gets big and fuzzy on top. It's like, why bother? So unless I'm going to something that I really am caring what my hair looks like, I wash it like every 3 days. So in between, because of the humidity, I get that separated bang. I get like that oily spot. I'm clean right now. I'm getting a dark spot in this camera, but my hair is clean today. So it's flatter and softer when it's clean. I don't love it. I like a little bit of grit, and I like for it to hold a curl. So I've tried every kind of dry shampoo. The kind that spray out of a can, I find to be almost too wet. You know, it's supposed to be a dry shampoo, but whatever it is that propels it out of the can has a wetness to it. And then I find that it makes my hair feel and look dirtier than I started. So I've been through them all, and I keep coming back to this. And every time I order this from my rep, she sends me the wrong thing. So you have to specify faux dry shampoo, and that is a powder. It squirts out with this little hole, like a mist of, I don't know if you can see that. See the powder? So it's actual powder. It's almost like using baby powder on your, now I just made a mess on my computer, but it's almost like a baby powder consistency. And what's nice about that delivery system, that little hole in the stream, is I can pick up my bangs. I did it this morning and just shoot it right where I need it. And then I kind of get my fingers and do a little zhuzh, and then I'll take a brush and kind of brush it through. Sometimes I'll get like little flecks of powder on my forehead, but I just go back in with a towel and wipe my forehead off. And then I have nice, full, dry, not greasy. It soaks up any kind of oil that shows up in your bangs. I absolutely love it. So that's Blow Pro Essentials. If your distributor carries Blow products, it's the faux dry, talc free, which is nice for your lungs. Faux dry shampoo. And last but not least, something that I see a lot of people do, not even realizing they're doing it, hairdressers included, is go right into the hair with some sort of heat tool and not protect the hair. So we talked earlier in one of my favorite things, the It's a 10. So this is going on wet hair and it's staying in. So you have a barrier built in there. But people like me, for example, I have the It's a 10 in there for the first time that I blow dry and curl my hair, but I'm going to also hit the hair with the blow dry again, put my dry shampoo in, and reuse a hot tool on my hair for 2 days after that. So that It's a 10 doesn't have the ability to be protecting me for those 3 days. Like, it protected me during that first blow dry and first curl, but I need something else. So when you go in with a hot, I mean, people are cranking these tools to like 450. You know, everything is quick, quick, quick. So they're cranking it to the high heavens with the heat, and then they're curling or straightening their hair. And you're actually breaking down the proteins and all the good stuff that's in your hair with that heat. So did you ever see that person who's been addicted to their flat iron since the mid 90s, and their hair just is like sticks on their head? It's just straight, has no body. It just looks like an empty shell. Her cortex and cuticle is so blown out from heat damage that there's nothing left to even hold a curl. So in order to prevent that, you want an actual product that's designed for heat protection. So my personal favorite is Kenra Hot Spray. If you're a stylist in the salon, don't get this retail size, get the big refill and just buy one retail size so that you can keep filling it up. Very cost effective, not super expensive. It has a hold. So if you're doing someone for a bridal party and you're putting the beach waves in and you want it to stay, not only is this protecting you from the heat damage, but it's giving you a firm hold. So those clients that have that fine, thin hair that say, oh, my hair never holds a curl and I have to set it in rollers and blah, 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 blah. This is amazing. So Kenra, it's in their platinum line. It's firm hold, heat protecting spray. It will go on a little wet. Like when I first spray it on, I'm like, oh, I feel like it sits on my shoulders and I get all tacky. So now I've started to wrap a towel around my head and I just kind of mist it all over my whole head. I start to brush with a wet brush. My hair's dry, but with a wet brush, I kind of brush it through and then I go in and do my curls. So it's just protecting me from frying off my cuticle layer and making my hair this crazy empty shell. So I'm going to look and see if there's any questions. That was my 10 things. I'll recap. You have Serie Expert treatments that are all customized for depending on what the hair needs. The Blow Pro Essentials Faux Dry Powder for my separated greasy bangs on dirty hair day. Kenra Hot Spray. It's a 10, either regular or light miracle leave-in. A portable scale to measure your color. The pink pewter teasing comb for my bullshit balayage. Hair color removal wipes from Erban Hair Color Remover little Lysol wipes. And your Malibu Blondes treatment to get rid of the urine yellow and the minerals that show up in the hair. So Artie, say, hey Artie, how are you? I'm glad to see you're still so busy. He loves Malibu. Erica says Malibu is a game changer. Mariana finally made it on time. Welcome, Mariana. Mariana, you don't have Malibu in your country. That's interesting. We got to talk to Malibu about that. You're Croatia, right? So that's fine. I guess, does Amazon not deliver to you in Croatia? I had somebody reach out to me for my book at one point, and they were from another country, and I thought that Amazon delivered anywhere in the world, but I guess maybe not. So I hope that you can, Mariana, send me your address, and I'll send you a couple packets of Malibu so that you can try it on your own hair. Annalay says, I don't think I've seen professional L'Oreal. Really? L'Oreal has an entire Serie Expert line of treatments backwards. Serie Expert, they have Majorelle hair color. I think they started out more professional than to the consumer. That is something that has bothered me, that I really love their Serie Expert line. I hate that L'Oreal is associated with at home, and clients get confused when I say I use L'Oreal. They think I'm using drugstore products. So I do not like that, but it's an awesome product. Gladys says, what's the brand and where do you buy it from? Which product, Gladys? Let me know which product you're referring to as far as what the brand is. If it's the treatments, it's L'Oreal Serie Expert Power Mix. Good morning. Good morning. Kathy says where, but I don't know what your question is about the where. Sorry, Kathy. Be more specific. Danielle, are you talking about the powder, the dry shampoo about cheeks and the nose? I always look like Breaking Bad. I look like I have cocaine all over my face when I do dry shampoo. Erica, the reason that I do the developer first is because a lot of times I apply my color in a bottle. So I find if I stay in that habit of measuring developer first and then color, that I'll remember to do that in the bottle. When you squeeze color into a bottle first, it sits and it's almost like a toothpaste consistency. So it's going to sit and stick to the side of the bottle. And then when you add the developer, you don't get an even mixture. So I like to put the liquid in first. Then when I put the color in, it sits in the middle of the liquid and I find that it measures better on the scale. I'm very anal, as you can see. So it's really not, a deal breaker. It's just a habit I've gotten into and that I recommend. The name of the compact measuring, this particular brand says AWS. But if you go on Amazon and just type in portable measuring scales or something, it says AWS. I don't know if that helps. And I didn't get it on Amazon. It was bought for me, but it's from Amazon. I hope not, Gladys. Do you guys have sound? Gladys is saying she can't hear anything. I hope it's only her. Virginia, were you by the tower? I don't know what that means. Cynthia, I am in St. Pete Beach, right outside of Tampa, Florida. Carla, welcome. I'm happy that you're joining us. Happy to see you're still motivated and trying to grow. Annalie likes to know how membership program works. I will definitely, I'm trying to think. I feel like you gave me your email, but just send me in a private message your email and I will send you everything you need for the membership. The information of the towers. I don't know what that means, Virginia, the towers. Lisa, yes. Lisa asked about boot camp. My boot camp starts again on November 17th. You want to head over to Hair Color Secrets Insider 5-day boot camp to request to join. If you do not offer your email address, I will not approve you because there's downloadable PDFs that go with each day's lesson. So if you only watch the Facebook Lives, you're going to feel like you're missing half of the boot camp. So when you apply to be accepted to the Facebook group, it will ask you, how did you hear about boot camp and what is your email address? I have 72 people who have requested to join who did not give me their email addresses. And I sent them each a private message saying, Jill, thank you for trying to join my boot camp. I need your email in order to enroll you in the boot camp. So please be sure to include your email and I accept you right away. It starts November 17th. I'm recommending that you check out the first boot camp, which is on that page. So what is today's date? October 9th, something like that. Yeah, October 9th. So today's October 9th. Between October 9th and November 16th, I would love for you to have watched and done the first boot camp. All of the PDFs are in the Facebook group to download. You can download them, you can print them, you can just, look at them and make it go away through the Facebook. If you're on a computer, there's a word on the side that says files, and all of the downloadable PDFs are under files. And then each of the videos, if you just scroll down in that Facebook group, you'll see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So this boot camp is actually going to be like a part 2. So I want you to be aware of what happened in part 1 and enjoy all of that. Everything is on there and it's all free. So do that prior to November 16th. Another tip is Sidra, who's one of my wonderful members in Hair Color Secrets Insider, reached out to me and said, you may want to recommend to your boot campers for them to get your book before the boot camp. She said, I bought your book during the boot camp and I wished that I had had it before the boot camp started. So if you don't already have my book and you don't even know that I have a book, it's called A Colorful Journey by Elaine Travis. It's always available on Amazon. You can get Prime shipping. You'll get it within a day. It's $25 on Amazon. I do have a few copies left over from my last hair show. So if you want a special signed copy and you want me to send it directly to you from me, I can do that for the same price because I still have to pay for shipping. So just reach out to me, send me your address, and I can send you a signed copy. But it is something that really would make your boot camp experience that much better because you'll understand how I teach, what my story is, and the whole background of how the boot camp even came to be. So A Colorful Journey by Elaine Travis. Join the boot camp by heading over to Hair Color Secrets Insider 5-day boot camp. You will see when people are searching, they're typing in Hair Color Secrets and Hair Color Secrets Insider is popping up. And I have hundreds of people asking to join the Insider group. That is a private members paid group. So you're more than welcome to join the group. But if you don't get accepted into that group, don't think that that is the boot camp. It's a completely separate page. So you want to type in the full name of Hair Color Secrets Insider 5-day boot camp. Join that page. That's totally free. And that's where the boot camp will be happening. It's live every day for 5 days. I have Beth Minardi as a guest. I have Jordan Key, for those of you that are familiar with him. He and Katie have a marketing business that help out hairdressers getting butts in their chair. They're amazing. So he's coming as a special guest, and I'm probably going to have a few other tricks up my sleeve by November. So it's always a work in progress. I'm working on all the PDF lessons now. So get your butt over there and join so that you can see Bootcamp Part 1 and be ready for Part 2. It's perfect timing. You're going to get really busy for the holidays. So you're going to pick up things in the boot camp that are going to make your life easier in the holiday rush and help you become a better, busier stylist / colorist and make a lot more money. I want for you in 2020, I want to be your best year ever. I want to help you get where you need to go and cut out all the crap, all the fear, all the things that are holding you back from being the best you, with some tough love and some great information on things that I've spent the last 33 years practicing what I preach. I don't teach you to do anything I haven't done myself. And God, when I look back, if I could turn back time and do all of it sooner, I would be so successful. It would be ridiculous. But hindsight is always 2020, and it would be selfish of me not to share all the nuggets that I've learned along the way, all the bumps and bruises. I want to help you not get those. So when I give people advice and they don't listen, it's frustrating because I know with 100% certainty that it works. And I want you to come along for the ride and have a lot of success in 2020. So thanks for listening. And I'll check back. I'll put those links in here and I'll check back for any other questions that pop up. So have a great Wednesday.